Family dynamics in the spotlight are rarely straightforward, and for Greer Grammer, the daughter of acclaimed actor Kelsey Grammer, the path to reconciliation has been a winding road marked by absence, awkward encounters and eventual healing. In a raw and revealing conversation, Greer delves into the 12-year estrangement from her father that shaped her early life, challenging the glossy Nepo baby narrative often attached to her Hollywood-adjacent existence. Born to Kelsey and his then-partner Barry Buckner in 1992, Greer entered a world where her father's rising stardom on Cheers and the impending Frasier phenomenon cast long shadows over personal connections. The estrangement began when Kelsey left the family when Greer was just 4 years old, a departure that left young Greer adrift in a sea of confusion and silence. For the next 12 years, their interactions were minimal, reduced to fleeting, almost cinematic moments that underscored the emotional chasm. One such instance occurred when Greer was 11, spotting her father at a Blockbuster video store, a relic of 1990s nostalgia now extinct. Overwhelmed by the sight of the man whose face graced TV screens but whose presence was absent from her life, she chose flight over confrontation, literally running away from the encounter. It was a child's instinctual response to vulnerability, a moment Greer now reflects on with a mix of humor and hindsight, acknowledging the raw fear of rejection. The true reconnection sparked at 16, during an unlikely setting, a Christmas tree lot in Malibu where Greer was fulfilling community service hours. In a scene ripe for a coming-of-age script, Kelsey approached her hesitantly, his voice tentative as he confirmed her identity. Greer's response, sassy and self-assured, "I know who you are," cut through the awkwardness like a knife. He handed her his phone number and the following week, they shared a lunch that tentatively bridged the gap. This pivotal meeting unfolded under the watchful eyes of Kelsey's then-wife, Kelsey Grammer, and their young daughter Mason, now 23, adding layers of familial complexity. As the awkward actress recalls, the atmosphere crackled with unspoken tensions. Her supervisors even offered an out, but teenage defiance rooted her in place. "If anyone's going to feel uncomfortable, it's not going to be me," she asserted, reclaiming agency in a situation not of her making. It was a declaration of resilience, echoing the inner strength that would define her path forward. Vague childhood memories pepper Greer's narrative, fragments that hint at a bond once present but eroded over time. She recalls visiting the Frasier set at age 3, her toddler energy disrupting takes with unbridled enthusiasm, much to the amusement and mild exasperation of the cast. Another echo, attending a party at her father's home, a glamorous affair that felt worlds away from her everyday reality. And then the preschool production of The Wizard of Oz, where Kelsey's attendance as Dorothy's proud, or perhaps Dorothy's father in the audience, stands out as a rare affirmation. These snippets, shared in therapy sessions, reveal a psyche grappling with selective amnesia. When pressed about the moment she internalized his absence, Greer demurs, suspecting her brain's protective mechanisms at work, a common psychological response to parental abandonment, where the mind shields the heart from full devastation. Therapy emerges as a cornerstone in Greer's story, a space where she unpacks the trauma dump of misconceptions. The Nepo baby label, coined to critique inherited privilege in entertainment, chafes because it glosses over her struggles. Far from a silver spoon upbringing, Greer's path included modeling gigs to fund college at the University of Southern California, roles in indie films like The Last Summer, and a breakout on MTV's Awkward. Her guest spot on the Frasier reboot in 2023 symbolizes not just professional crossover but emotional mending, a full-circle moment where she steps into her father's world on her terms. Kelsey's own admissions add depth to this father-daughter tableau. At 70, the Tony, Emmy, and Golden Globe winner has 4 children from 3 marriages prior to his current union with Kate Walsh, with whom he shares Faith, Gabriel, James, and newborn Christopher. In a candid May interview, he confessed to neglecting his elder children, including Greer and half-sister Spencer, 41, from his first marriage to Doreen Alderman. "I have neglected a couple of the kids in my life, especially the first 2, he admitted, his voice laced with regret. Yet, optimism tempers the remorse. "I'm still their dad, so you can always have a chance to show up." This philosophy underscores late-blooming efforts, family gatherings, shared holidays, that Greer cherishes even if imperfect. The Grammer estrangement mirrors broader themes in celebrity families, where career demands collide with domestic duties. Kelsey's ascent from Cheers' barfly Dr. Frasier Crane to Broadway stardom involved grueling schedules, substance abuse battles, he's been sober since 1999, and multiple divorces that fractured households. For Greer, raised primarily by her mother in Hawaii and Los Angeles, independence became armor. She channeled it into advocacy, supporting mental health initiatives and women's empowerment through her production work. Their current closeness, lunches, calls, collaborative projects, feels earned, a testament to forgiveness's gradual alchemy. Psychologists might frame this as attachment theory in action. Early separation fostering avoidance styles, reconnection demanding vulnerability. Greer's story humanizes Kelsey beyond the erudite psychiatrist he portrayed, revealing a man flawed by ambition but capable of growth. For audiences, it's a reminder that fame's facade conceals universal pains, missed recitals, unanswered questions, that require time and intention to heal. As Greer navigates her 30s, balancing motherhood whispers with career strides, her narrative